Bonjour. Yrel was a character introduced within Warlords of Draenor, the beloved expansion which took us not only to an alternate reality, but also back in time. Around 35 years from our perspective to the home world of the orcs called Draenor, just around the time where they started their war with the Draenei. This time, not because of Kil'jaeden, Gul'dan and the Legion. This time, they started the war under the leadership of Grommash Hellscream and his alternate son Garrosh.
Times change.
Garrosh Hellscream of our reality. He showed Grommash bits and pieces of the future. He convinced him not to drink the demonic blood offered by Gul'dan and instead form the Iron Horde to take over Azeroth with turning the Dark Portal red.
This is our chance. Storm the portal!
But times definitely change, and heroes of Azeroth, Horde and Alliance alike, they quickly rallied together to kick some Iron Horde butt. They stepped through the portal and took the battle to them. Gul'dan and the Shadow Council are set free to disconnect the portal from Azeroth, but this does leave our heroes stranded on Draenor and they have to run for their lives. This leads them through Tanaan jungle into the Umbro Halls, a cave full of the Shadowmoon clan which we need to clear out. And inside, that is the moment where we meet up with Yrel for the first time.
Who's there? Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one fighting these monsters.
Her description from the WoW website, it describes her as the following. Born on Draenor, the sanctuary of the exiled Draenei, Yrel was dedicated to her faith. She grew up in the Temple of Karabor, the center of the holy light for her people, and served as an acolyte. Devoted to her beliefs and her studies, she showed promise as a healer. Prophet Velen noticed her talent. He invited her to train as his pupil, and began to teach her the value of leadership and sacrifice. But Yrel carried a dark secret within her. Velen sensed it, and he foresaw that for good or ill, she had a larger role to play. Yet, when she considered her prospects, Yrel preferred to stay inside the temple, quietly caring for those around her. Unfortunately, that ideal did not survive. Her peaceful life was shattered when the savage orc clans forced themselves into a fighting force named the Iron Horde, and they set out to conquer Draenor. Yrel was captured and flung into a war. Now she stands at the brink of greatness. Whatever her fate, Yrel is not destined to remain a humble acolyte within the Temple of Karabor. Draenor is in danger, and she's called to do something more, to shield her people from oblivion. The dark secret that Velen sensed that didn't really play a part during Draenor, and since her origin story that was kept such a secret, fans took it upon themselves to give their own spin to it, and let's just say that they came up with some very creative ideas. Now I don't think that those ideas have ever been picked up and made canon, so instead we fight against the warlords and we try to get out of Tanaan jungle with our skins intact. Their own weaponry is turned against them as we blow up the foundation of the portal and quickly set sail to either Frostfire Ridge if you play for the Hordes, or to Shadowmoon Valley if you play for the Alliance.
Keep moving! I see the ships ahead!
Since that's the location where Yrel is going to go, that's the path we're going to follow as we meet up with alternate Prophet Velen.
Prophet, this hero and many others from another world have come to aid us.
It is good to see you, my child. My people welcome your aid, champion. Come with me.
Prophet, I must warn you. The Iron Horde intends to strike out against all who oppose them. We must prepare our defenses.
We will deal with one problem at a time. First, we must settle your people.
Armarat joined us on this mission with quite a chip on his shoulder, as in our timeline, he was ordered to help guide the people out of Shafref, but instead of providing them with the guidance of the light, he chose to go for vengeance. When he returned, he found those depending on his protection slaughtered.
But if there is even the barest chance of preventing the atrocities I witnessed from happening again, then I offer myself gladly.
That chance would come soon enough, but first we work on setting up our garrison and helping out Marat with gathering supplies for our troops, as well as convincing the Council of Exarchs to join us in the fight against the Iron Hordes. In the meantime, Yrel is kind enough to show us around, and the first village that she wants to take us to, that is Embari village, where her sister Samara is waiting for us.
Yrel, have you come back from the dead?
It will take more than some orcs to defeat me.
Yrel!
Yay,
She's
you're
come
here!
to save us!
Samara, I'm back!
Yrel? After the Iron Horde took you, I feared the worst.
The light granted me strength when I needed it most. It is good to be home.
Yrel is obviously loved by her people, and they're very happy, but also very surprised to see that she survived being taken by the Iron Horde to the Tanaan jungle. Now Shadowmoon Valley, that does not only house the Draenei, it also home to the Shadowmoon clan led by Warlord Ner'zhul. He now serves the Iron Horde and Grommash in order to save his people from their wrath, breaking all ancient vows and tapping into the powers of something that they have named the Darkstar. This is actually a fallen Naaru that was ejected when the Draenei crash landed on Draenor. This was many years ago, and their ancestors, they quickly found out that meddling with the powers of the Void, that was no good. Ner'zhul needed it to save his people though. He needs even more of its power now, so with the Horde on the attack, he decides to kidnap many of the Draenei, including Yrel's sister Samara.
No! Samara! Ner'zhul! Stop this! What do you want?
Your blood will grant me the powers of the Darkstar. To Shazgul with you.
Yrel! No!
Tell your prophet that his era is over. Darkness dawns.
Ner'zhul leaves us with Karnov, a shard of the Darkstar. Darkness, which we quickly cast out, but we still need to save her sister and stop the threat of the Shadowmoon clan. Velen, he doesn't want to use aggression, but he also can't let his people just be taken.
Master
Arkinan
Velen, I have never led soldiers before. Are you sure?
You are capable of more than you know, Yrel. Now go. The Rangari follow your orders. Find the prisoners.
She's still very insecure about her capabilities, so we join Yrel on our mission into Shazgul. We place some bombs here and there, but unfortunately, things didn't go exactly well for her party, and we find them captured by the orcs.
Your security is lapsed, chieftain. I caught these Rangari spies within your gates. They are too late. The prisoners are already on their way to Anguish Fortress. Their blood will summon forth the Darkstar and make me as a guard among the Iron Horde.
Yrel loses all faith in herself. These Draenei, they sacrifice their lives under her leadership. It's hopeless. How are we going to get out of here? But some quick words of encouragement, it gives her the strength needed to push on.
You are truly wise, champion. I must believe in myself, for I carry the light within me. Detonating the explosives, now!
Look! Fire! There are still enemies among us. Everyone to arms! Seal the exits! No Draenei scum leaves this village alive!
The light answers her call, as together we not only fight our way out of Shazgul, we also infiltrate Anguish Fortress and save as many of the Draenei as we can. Ner'zhul still has Samara though, and proudly shows Grommash what he's been able to do so far.
Over here, hero, before they see us. Listen, they're talking about the Darkstar.
Behold my power, War Chief Hellscream. With my clan at your side, you will be unstoppable.
The void hungers.
Well done, Ner'zhul. We attack Karabor soon. Summon forth the Darkstar. I will begin my preparations at once.
What is that monstrosity?
It is but a fraction of the Darkstar's power.
We'll see about that. Samara! No! No!
Yrel, do not be sad. I did not choose this fate. But you can still choose. Be strong, little one. I will be watching over you.
Samara, I swear to you, I will become strong. I will protect our people. I will fight. Come, champion. I will need your help to crash this Iron Horde.
A person can only take so much, and for Yerl, seeing her beloved sister die like that, it was a breaking point. Her time just caring for people inside the temple that has truly come to an end, as the threat of the Iron Horde, it cannot be ignored. Prophet Velen has seen a possible vision of the future, one in which Karabor, or as we know it today, the Black Temple, it fell to the Iron Horde because of the Dark Star. We cannot let Ner'zhul succeed, but the Orc forces are already moving in for the attack. While Marat joins the defenders and tries to hold them off for as long as they can, we join Velen and Yerl as they confront Ner'zhul, who's busy summoning the powers of the Dark Star.
You are just in time. Witness the dark majesty of the Void. I will save my clan, even if I must forfeit the souls of my ancestors. Darkness is my strength. With this power, the Shadow Moon will be conquerors!
It is not too late. Turn from this dark path, and let us help you!
The shadows have already consumed my soul, Prophet.
There is no darkness light cannot pierce, Ner'zhul.
No! The power of the Dark Star will be mine! Behold! The Dark Star falls now upon you. The Iron Horde will prevail. And all that stand against us will die.
There is no darkness that the light cannot pierce, as Velen sacrificed his own life to restore the Naru Ka'ara back to its holy and pure state. Even after all these years, I don't believe that they've actually given a lore reason to the transfer of the symbol. If they did, then by all means, please let me know the source, but I think it was more done for the sake of the cinematic rather than for the story. Either way, Kara is no longer a threat, quite the opposite, as she now empowers the Draenei and she gives us the strength needed to save Karabor.
We need to spread news of our victory. Take the Fey Dragon and meet me back at your garrison. Hero, you fought fearlessly. For that, please accept my thanks. The light prevails, because we stand against the darkness.
It is done. Victory is ours.
You have inspired me, Commander. I've seen you and your armies win many hard-fought battles across Draenor. We now face our greatest challenge as we attempt to unite against the Iron Horde.
Victory is ours today. Shadowmoon Valley's been secure for the Draenei, and our garrison, it stands strong. Ner'zhul would find his ultimate fate within the Shadowmoon Burial Grounds, while our story with Yerl, that takes us into Gorgrond.
We should have brought an army to fight the Iron Horde.
Gorgrond is no place for armies. This land swallows all who enter. We will be fortunate to even lay eyes upon the Iron Horde base.
This is an area also visited by the Horde players once they finish their experience within Frostfire Ridge, and not really a lot of happens for Yrel here. Basically, we're here to uncover the secrets of the land to potentially use it against the Iron Hordes. We do see Marat's anger towards the orcs flare up a little bit. This was supposed to be quite a story arc for him, as in the Burning Crusade he was introduced, they never used him. He was supposed to get this massive storyline at Draenor, but you'll see a pattern in this. It fell a little bit short. So in Gorgrond, we're on the path of finding an artifact called the Will of the Janissar. It has the power to control the ancient primal beings of the land, beings of raw power. And what better way to use it than to turn it against the Iron Horde. Whereas the Horde, they party with Draka of the Frostwolf clan, the Alliance has Yrel.
There it is. There's my artifact. How foolish of me to trust Brack with something so valuable. It's a shame that you're too late to stop me. Surrender the artifact, and I will allow you to escape with your lives.
We will never surrender to you! Champion, now is the time. Use the artifact!
So be it. Iron Horde, advance! No! I will die before I let you take what is mine. You will not win this war! Ah!
The artifact! What has he done? We must restore it! We must get it to safety!
See what weapons I have in my arsenal!
With pleasure. Brace yourself, champion. The light is with you. I will not let you fall.
Release the Iron Stars!
It is over. Their defenses are shattered. We have won this battle. But without the artifact, we have far to go. Let us rally back at your garrison, Commander. We must plan our next course of attack.
The artifact has been rendered useless, but victory in Gorgrond is ours, and we even gained several new powerful allies. Now the Iron Horde, they did manage to get a fleet of ships out of Gorgrond, and they're getting ready to assault Talador and the former capital of the Draenei, Shefrav City. This area is the crossroads for the entire continent, so we cannot let the Iron Horde have it. However, we're going to save that part of the story for next week, as I still have quite a bit to cover when it comes to Yrel. I hope you now have a better understanding of her origin story, where she came from, and what pushed her into this war. The dark secrets and destined for great things that Velen sensed in her, the relation with Marat that she's building up. Let's take that with us to next week, as then we'll finish up the story. For now though, as always, thank you very much for watching everyone. Subscribe if you like my videos, leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and on to the next one guys. See ya!